Great, it's just some random guy.
Hello. I hope it's okay. I just came through this, oh, just closed.
So Bandai Tamashii Nations are finally going to be giving us the Friendly Neighbourhood Spider-Man, so the Raimi trilogy version played by Tobey Maguire, of course based on Spider-Man No Way Home, as he made his return in that movie. And today I'm going to be discussing some points to look forward to in that SH Figuarts, as well as the current one I have in my collection. So the only time they really released a 1/12 scale this version of Spider-Man was made by Toybiz, which is in the early 2000s. They made the Spider-Man 1 and 2 line, and it was really the time before Hasbro took over the Marvel Legends line. And this Spider-Man still holds up today. I know a lot of people who have this in their collection will say that it still works in your modern day line, pairing up with the likes of the Marvel Legends, the Mafexes, the SH Figuarts. It still works. Now there are some things that I don't like about this figure, but in terms of overall I think it still holds up well. So you can see that the paint obviously is not as good as what we see today, and even just the build of him, you can see that it's like a outdated figure. But in terms of the look, I think it does look like the one we see in the trilogy, and this was promoted as a fully articulated Spider-Man, so over 30 points I believe. So this one is based on Spider-Man 2, and it did come with this kind of display with a picture of Mary Jane based on her musical, and you can basically stick Spider-Man's foot onto that display stand with these magnets. And in terms of articulation, I think you can get this Spider-Man in all kinds of poses, and it works really well. So even the fingers, they had the articulation for the web shooter pose, and then you can crouch him down, and you can of course move his legs up. And the only thing is you don't get much accessories like you see in today's figures, so no alternative head sculpts or hands or webs. So you pretty much only got this figure with some sort of kind of display, and that was kind of what Toybiz did for all their characters. So I picked this up about 2 years ago, and I haven't really touched it in terms of course playing around with it, but I did have some of these Toybiz figures when I was a kid. I got the Spider-Man with the gargle, and also got another Spider-Man in the 2-pack with Green Goblin. Those ones obviously I did play with it, so the joints were a bit loose, but in terms of kind of the only one as a collector's, this is the only one I have. And the SH Figuarts is, I assume, is going to be better than this one in terms of the sculpt, the articulation, the joints. Obviously we're going to get a lot more accessories, we're going to get the Peter Parker head sculpt, but I feel that this one still does really well in a display. So yeah, this is a great figure to have, and I know that the Toybiz ones especially, they're pretty expensive now for certain ones. So I would say that if you're a fan of this Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, then pretty much you should go for the SH Figuarts. And I know that Hasbro have also announced a 3-pack, and they will be releasing one as well, so that would be interesting to see the comparisons with this one in particular. So I know that SH Figuarts, some people are not happy with the joints or just some of the way they built the figures, but I've always been a collector of the MCU for their line. So obviously I will pick up that Friendly Neighbourhood Spider-Man and add it into my collection, and then of course look forward to the Amazing Spider-Man as well as the Final Battle edition for the MCU integrated suit version. So yeah, this is a pretty decent figure. I think a lot of people are still happy with their Toybiz collection, but we know that it's going to be one that is a bit outdated, and we're looking forward to new ones. It's kind of surprising that no one has really made any sort of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man over the years. I know that Hasbro, when they took over the Marvel Legends line, I think the Amazing Spider-Man was kind of arriving on the scene, so they made those figures. And then of course we had the MCU Spider-Man, so they pretty much went all out on those ones. And over the years we pretty much didn't have any sort of Spider-Man figures apart from, I think, Revoltech. They made some, but I think they made a Spider-Man, but that was a lot shorter. Hasbro did do a Spider-Man 3 line, again those were smaller figures, but in terms of like this size, 7 inches, 1/12 scale, this is the only one you can pretty much get. So it's going to be going into my Spider-Man trilogy display collection. I still really like this figure and there's a lot of nostalgia to it. But in terms of my main MCU collection for my No Way Home, of course I'm going to be picking up the SH Figuarts one. And also looking forward to the Marvel Legends 3-pack. I think those figures are going to be pretty good as well. And I know a lot of people are looking forward to those. So in the meantime, before those releases, and I'm obviously going to do reviews for those, check out the links in the description below, as I've done more videos based on the Spider-Man No Way Home SH Figuarts. So yeah, that's about it as we look forward to the Friendly Neighbourhood Spider-Man.